Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Chodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of GMS that do teach well, that have taught me this truth. To you I say Shalom, and Shalom unto the hopeful elect. Judgment on Levi, the tribe of Levi, which are you so-called Haitians. The majority of you Haitians, or you reside in the land or the country called Haiti. And this is serious, very serious news. It's actually a world headline, and this has shocked the whole world and put the whole world in awe. Wow. Very, very disturbing what you see here. Haiti's witchcraft massacre. And that's what you can call it. And rightfully so. Exodus 22 and 18 says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." And you're going to die, man. That's how the Lord does things. Also, when you go into the book of 1 Samuel, it says, rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. And that's our people, man. A bunch of witches and warlocks. But mainly you Haitians, man. The tribe of Levi. That's why judgment is hitting you so hard right now. Because really, you go back to the priesthood. You're the priests of our nation. Right? You're the original priest of our nation. The Lord has changed it when you go into precepts like Revelation 1 and 6, because he has ordained us right now in this time to be kings and priests. But if you want to go back to the Old Testament and like how it was back in the day, you are the OGs when it comes to the priesthood. You are the OGs. And that's why you're getting judged the way you are, man. Judgment. Now it says Haiti's voodoo murders. Why did a gang kill nearly 200 people? And the 200 people are voodoo practitioners or voodoo priests. And voodoo is just nothing but witchcraft that goes into the left-hand side, conjuring up spirits and demons. Not supposed to be doing that. It goes into you drinking blood and doing very demonic things. Not supposed to be doing that. The Lord forbid us to do that. That's in the law. You can find that in Leviticus and Deuteronomy especially. So yeah, rights groups say the killings specifically targeted elderly people and voodoo practitioners. As Haitians flee their homes due to rising gang violence, a man carrying his belongings observes the wreckages of vehicles burned over the weekend by armed gangs, many grouped behind an alliance known as Viv Ansanum. I hope that's pronounced right. As he flees Port-au-Prince. Yeah. So nearly 200 people have been killed in Haiti over claims of witchcraft. The killing spree in the capital's coastal site, Solil, over the weekend is believed to have been ordered by a gang leader who alleged that the victims had used witchcraft against his child. Here is more about the latest bout of gang violence in the Caribbean nation. Yeah, man. So this gang leader is like, yo, my son came down with this mysterious illness all of a sudden, and I believe you guys put a curse on him. And that could happen. That could happen. That could happen to you tribes too, even though the scripture says there is no enchantment that can be worked against Jacob, roughly paraphrasing. But if you're not doing the work, or if you're not serving Yahweh Bashem El Shai, you can get caught up out there. The Lord could have other people curse you if needs be, because all his ways are judgment, right? So this guy's a gang leader. So gang leaders are not known for spreading positivity. They're known for spreading negativity. They're caught up into drugs, crime, violence, murder, drug trafficking, human trafficking, extortion. Yeah, so he got judged too. Kind of reminds me of what happened to Pharaoh. Yahushua coming over Egypt and killing the firstborn child of those that didn't put the blood on the doorpost. And apparently that was I think it was Ramsey II's firstborn son who got killed. he was he was a victim. Okay, he got judged. But anyway, I'm just thinking about that. Killed his son. That's just thoughts. That just came into my head all of a sudden. I just thought about that. But yeah, man, the Lord can judge you, and yeah, witchcraft can get you if you're not right, right? So yeah, it says here. It says here what happened in Haiti. At least 184 people were killed on December 6th and 7th in Site Soleil, an impoverished, sprawling slum by the sea, which has long been ravaged by gang violence in the capital city of Port-au-Prince. The killings happened in the Wharf Jeremy neighborhood. The spokesperson for the Secretary General of the United Nations reported on Monday that 127 of the victims were elderly. The UN added that gang members had burned the bodies and thrown them into the sea. And the situation is really bad because they brought over the Kenyan police to help their situation. But even the Kenyan police, they're running out of resources. They can't really do much. So that country is not really doing well, man. And the gangs are not making it any better. And I'll say this. Some of the people, they look at the gangs as like freedom fighters or the Robin Hoods, so to speak. But that country's not doing well. And that's because you guys go back to the tribe of Levi and you have to be punished for your iniquities. You're being punished. You guys done a lot of wickedness, man. And a lot of people go to Haiti to learn what? Witchcraft and magic. You guys are teaching the wicked how to be super wicked. And that shows, man, you have surpassed the deeds of the wicked, you tribes. I don't know, I think there's a precept. See if I can find that. Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 28. They are waxen fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause and the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. And they prosper in their wickedness. I'll say this, voodoo worked for you for a certain amount of time. And then, obviously the Lord, he threw down the hammer and judgment fell upon you. Because that's how you guys got rid of the French back in the colonial days. Used a lot of voodoo to get rid of the French. But yeah, it worked. Your witchcraft worked for a period of time. But now it's catching up to you. Now you're getting judged. Because you let all them spirits loose. Now them spirits don't have anywhere to go. Now they're going to turn on you. Right? That's how it is. But yes, you have overpassed the deeds of the wicked. Yeah, man. So you're more wicked than the wicked. And the wicked is who? Esau, Edom, first and foremost, and the other nations, man. And Esau, he goes over to the land of Levi to learn voodoo. Yeah, man. You can Google that yourself, man. That's a whole another video within itself. That's serious. Let me get another one. Let's get Exodus 22 and 18. And it says, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. NLT, you must not allow sorceress to live. Yeah, man. So, yeah, you can't allow a witch, a warlock, a wizard to live, man. You got to put them to death. And that shows you the Lord, he does not reward bad behavior. Everything you see here is bad behavior. All this carnage is bad behavior. And this is the Lord judging you for your wickedness. This is what happens when you show bad behavior before the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, especially if you come out of the nation of Israel. You're going to get judged. And you're going to get spewed out of your homes. A lot of people here had to flee their homes. Isn't that in the law? Let me get that. You get spewed out of the land or out of your home when you're wicked. It's judgment, man. It's just judgment. So it says here, Leviticus chapter 18, verse 28, that the land spew not you out also when you defile it as it spewed out the nations that were before you. And how do you defile the land? By being a witch and a warlock, and by shedding innocent blood, and just being a demon, man. So you got judged, and you got kicked out of your own homes, you got kicked out of your own lands. It's judgment, man. The Lord's not playing. See, the Lord does not reward bad behavior. You break the law, you're going to get judged. That goes for everybody. Everybody is treated equally, man. When it comes to you going off, you get judged for it. Now, he may be lenient, but you still get judged. You still get judged. So, let me get another precept. Let's get 1 Samuel 15 and 23. Now, before I do that, I just want to go into the guy who's running the gang. It says, who ordered the massacre in Haiti and why? The massacre was orchestrated by the leader of a powerful gang in Cité Soleil. UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, told reporters in Geneva on Monday. It says, on Sunday, 2 local human rights organizations identified that gang leader as Jean Monel Felix, who also goes by the moniker King Meccaner, and said he ordered the killings after his child became sick and died on Saturday afternoon. A local human rights group, the National Human Rights Defense Network, said that Felix had reportedly sought advice from a voodoo priest who accused elderly people in the area of using witchcraft to harm the child. So he went to a voodoo priest too. And the voodoo priest told him that it was those people in that area. But who knows? It could have been the voodoo priest that killed his kid. Who knows? Or it's just judgment, man. But either way, these witches and warlocks, they had to die, man. The Lord caused all of this. See this? Trumpet. Get a precept. Amos chapter 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? That's right. So the Lord did it. The Lord did it, man. I'll read in the NLT. When the ram's horn blows a warning, shouldn't the people be alarmed? Does disaster come to a city unless the Lord has planned it? It's true. The Lord planned everything. He orchestrated this judgment. You got judged. Got judged. So it doesn't matter. Whoever perished without being innocent, roughly paraphrasing. I believe that's found in the Apocrypha. So it's pointless to question that. You know, why did this happen? How did this happen? But what we do know is that the Lord did it. Anyways, he decided to cruelly punish all elderly people and voodoo practitioners who in his imagination would be capable of sending a bad spell on his son. Haiti-based civil organization, the Committee for Peace and Development, reported the gang soldiers were responsible for identifying victims in their homes to take them to the chief's stronghold to be executed according to CPD. Judgment, man. But this guy's wicked as hell. The scriptures talks about that. Among my people are found wicked men. That's in the book of Jeremiah. Get that. It's in the book of Jeremiah, I believe. This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men. And he probably wanted to kill these people for a very long time. Who knows? Right? But his son dying, you know, gave him the opportunity to do that. It was just an excuse for him to kill those people. Use his son as an excuse. Or who knows, man? Maybe he was paid off. Who knows? Who knows, man? That place is corrupt. I don't know. I'm just speculating But I'll read this in the NLT. Among my people are wicked men who lie in wait for victims like a hunter hiding in a blind. They continually set traps to catch people. Like a cage filled with birds, their homes are filled with evil plots, and now they are great and rich. Yeah, man. So yeah, he did all that. Yeah, man. Wicked, evil plots. So he's wicked too. He's wicked too. Now let me get another precept. 3 and see, 1 Samuel 15. Let's go here. 1 Samuel 15 and 23. And it says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. And this right, they're very stubborn, stiff-necked. That's our people. And what is iniquity? Iniquity is you being in the condition without having the law. A lot of our people, especially Levi, man, because they were born in voodoo. So what does that mean? You're born without practicing the laws. The laws that come from Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, they're practicing voodoo their whole life. And idolatry. Yeah, idolatry is going into worshiping idols and different gods. Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh. That's right, you rejected the word, you rejected the prophets, because the prophets are the ones bringing you the word. And what are they reading out of? They're reading out of the Holy Bible. And who was the word? Yahweh Shai. He is the whole volume of the book, going back to John, the 1st chapter. So it says here, he hath also rejected thee from being king. And this is what Samuel was telling King Saul. But it applies to everybody. Whatever lot you fall in, the Lord's going to reject you. Either way. Whether you're a king, whether you're a servant, whatever you are, the Lord will reject you from knowing him. So I'm going to read it in the NLT. Rebellion is as sinful as witchcraft, and stubbornness as bad as worshiping idols. So because you have rejected the command of Yahweh, he has rejected you as king. Okay? He's going to reject you. And that's why the scripture says, Hosea 4 and 6. What does that say? You are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And it goes on. It also goes on to say that you will be no priest to me. And this shows that, man. You're not going to be a priest on the right-hand side, even though that's what you're supposed to be. But because you're so wicked, the Lord rejected you, and now he doesn't want you to be a priest that serves him. So let's get Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6. And it says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. Yeah, children are forgotten by Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. That's why they die in the streets. They get shot. That's why they starve to death. That's why they're caught up into trafficking. Hey, Haiti's known for child trafficking, man. A lot of these people from these different countries, powerful people who are rich, they go over there and they traffic Haitian children. Yeah, so yeah, your children, man, are forgotten. The Lord forgot about your children. And that's temporary. It's not going to be like this forever. Now, it says here, NLT, my people are being destroyed because they don't know me. And it's true, you don't know the Lord. Because if you did know the Lord, you would have fear and you would practice the law. You would come with the law and the testimony, which our people don't do. They want to be lawless, and then they don't want to bring forth the testimony that's written in the scriptures. They don't want that, man. They want to do their own thing. Since you priests refuse to know me, that's right, you priests. Priests don't want to do the right things. You don't want to go through the righteous acts. You don't want to go through the proper steps when it comes to serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. What does the scripture say? Obedience is better than sacrifice, and you cannot bring forth a corrupt thing. And that's what you do. The modern day priests of Israel, that's what you do too. I'm going back and forth. I'm comparing it to these voodoo priests in the world, and even you priests in the truth, you so-called priests in the truth. You don't want to do things properly, make excuses all the goddamn time. You're just being wicked, man. You know what steps to take and what precautions to take, but you don't want to do it. Come on, man. So it says, priests refuse to know me. I refuse to recognize you as my priest. So he doesn't even see you as a priest anymore. He sees you as a warlock. He sees you as a witch. Since you have forgotten the laws of your power, I will forget to bless your children. That's right. I'm not going to bless your children. They're going to be cursed. That's the opposite of bless, to be cursed. Man, the children of the tribes, man, the young ones, the little kids, the youth, they're cursed. Getting shot by cops, getting kicked out of schools. They're performing bad in school, some of them, right? They have sickle cell, they're sick. Bunch of poofters, bunch of moles and demons, man. So they're not blessed, they're cursed. It's true. Cursed, man. People are cursed and you're destroyed for a lack of knowledge because you're stiff-necked. So, I just wanted to bring this out, man. This is what's going on with Levi, and there's a reason why. Now, I do want to get something else, actually, before I close up. I want to go into Ezekiel, I believe Ezekiel 44, and I'm going to start at the 15th verse. So this is Ezekiel chapter 44, because you're a priest, Levi, and never forget that. You are the OGs when it comes to the priesthood. When you go back to the Old Testament, and like I said, Yahushua changed that in this time that we're in, and that falls upon everyone because we're now known as a royal priesthood. But back then, man, you were the standard for that priesthood. You were set up to be a special minister unto Yahweh while Yahushua. A very special minister when compared to the other tribes. And you shouldn't forget that. So this is Ezekiel chapter 44. I'm going to start at verse 15. And I think I'll probably stop at around 20 or so. Now it says, ordinances for the Levites, well, the priests, the Levites, the son of Zadok. And Zadok, well, some people say Sadok. He goes back to who? He's the son of Eleazar, I believe, right? And who fathered Eleazar? It was Aaron. And Aaron's line is in charge of the priesthood, where they are the high priest, right? So Zadok, I believe, is a high priest. So it says that kept the charge of my sanctuary. When the children of Israel went astray from me, they shall come near to me to minister unto me, and they shall stand before me to offer unto me the fat and the blood, saith the Lord power. That's right. They shall enter into my sanctuary, and they shall come near to my table to minister unto me, and they shall keep my charge. And nobody else was allowed to do that except Levi. And even among Levi, you had the high priest. They did a very special role. They had a very special role and purpose, especially when it came for atoning for the nation's sins. Right. Anyways, verse 17, it says, and it shall come to pass that when they enter in at the gates of the inner court, they shall be clothed with linen garments, and no wool shall come upon them whilst they minister in the gates of the inner court and within. So they had to dress a certain way while they came into the inner court. You had to wear linen garments, not wool. So only linen. Anyways, it says here, shall come upon them whilst they minister in the gates of the inner court and within. They shall have linen bonnets upon their heads, and shall have linen breeches upon their loins. They shall not gird themselves with anything that causes sweat. See, that's how the Lord wants you to be. See, you have a special purpose. You're set up to worship the Lord a different way and to minister unto him. And that boils down to even how you dress and how you present yourself. Remember, it says anything that causes sweat, so you're not supposed to be sweaty and dirty either, man. You can get whacked for being dirty and sweaty for the sight of Yahweh Shem Yoshai. Lord, it's dangerous. Anyways, it says, verse 19, and when they go forth into the utter court, even into the utter court to the people, they shall put off their garments wherein they ministered, and lay them in the holy chambers, and they shall put on other garments, and they shall not sanctify the people with their garments, neither shall they shave their heads, neither suffer their locks to grow long. That's right. And you Levites, man, nowadays, what are you doing? You wear dreadlocks and shit, long hair. You're supposed to pull your hair or pull your head, which just simply means to trim your hair down. Keep it low cut and reasonable. Now you got dreadlocks, you got braids and shit. Looking ridiculous, man. Looking stupid, too. Looking all worldly, man. But, hey, it is what it is. Neither shall any priest drink wine when they enter into the inner court. And you shouldn't be a drunkard either. Especially when you're serving the Lord. You shouldn't be drunk and drinking wine. Especially when you enter the inner court. You know. So, yeah, man. So you have to follow the right steps to serving Yahweh Shai. And you have a lot of Israelites today, they don't want to follow the right steps. They just want to do what they want to do. Want to do whatever they want. So, but yeah, you're gonna get judged because the Lord, He doesn't reward bad behavior. So, anyways, with that, man, I hope this was edifying. Till next time, just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of GMS. To you I say shalom, and shalom unto the hopeful elect, Kwame Yashal and Abba.